Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard. Here's your warm up. Find the volume of the figure below. Round your answer to the nearest half unit if you know how. You're going to want to pause the video because we're going to move on in just a minute and open up our stuff. So go ahead and pause the video. Work on this the best you can, and let's see how that goes. Okay. TI Smart View, TM Emulator software for the TI-30X/TI-34 Multi-View. TM calculators, Texas Instruments, validating software license, dot, 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 dot. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, everybody, can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? All right, everybody, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Hey, that was a really good countdown from 5. Oh, it was almost a really good countdown from 5. Some people decided to stop paying attention the second I was congratulating you on doing a well done. So let's go ahead and call that 6s. All right, let's see here. We'll go ahead and clip this. And then grab that. All right. Okay, here we go. So let's find the volume of these two figures. So to find the volume of a cylinder, remember it's the radius times the height. So let's talk about this first one. Let's see if I can get a little bit of help. Lincoln, what's the radius of that first cylinder there? I see you busting out your calculator. What are you doing with it? Correct. You find the diameter and you do the 15.6 divided by 2, which is 7.8. That's right. So we know that the radius here is 7.8, so that distance from the center is 7.8. And the reason that I gave you the diameter is because when we do this for realsies on Thursday, finding the diameter is much easier than finding the radius. We're using a ruler. Great. What am I going to do with that number there, Lincoln? Beautiful. So 7.8 times 7.8 times 10.9. I don't know what that is, so we'll just jam it in our calculator. 7.8 times 7.8 times 10.9. 10.9. And that's 663.156. 663.156. Now, we're not quite done with it, though. We're not quite done with it. We need to do something with that in order to find the volume. That's definitely important. But what am I going to do with that, Gwen, to find the actual volume of that thing? We've got to multiply it by a pi. And I recommend your calculator's button for pi because that's going to be the most accurate. So I get 2083.366. 2083.366. Go ahead and turn the voices off there. Centimeters cubed. How many of us either got that or see how we got that and feel like we could manage that? You guys doing okay on that? Okay, it's really important that you get that far at least. Now here's where the tricky part comes. This needs to be rounded to the nearest half unit. What that means is that this is going to get rounded either to 2083 down to 2083.5 up a half unit or to 2084. So it's going to be in there somewhere. It's kind of like if you round to the nearest whole, but we're also worried about the nearest half. So my question is, what number is that closer to? 2083, 2083.5, or 2084? Let's see with your fingers, guys. Do you think it is closest to 2083 pointing up, 2083.5 pointing to the side, or 2084 pointing down? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I see a lot of conflict. Talk it out with your tables. What's the conflict? Teach, teach. Catherine's like, we will be getting wet. There it is. Yeah. Okay, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Much better on the countdown, and way to talk it out, guys. I think you guys do deserve a point for it. Okay, let's see here, guys. What do you think? Now that we've had a second to talk about it, show me with your fingers again. 2083 pointing up, 2083.5 pointing to the side, 2084 pointing down. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I would say that after discussion, it looks like most of us changed it to 2083.5, which is correct. Here's why, guys. If you think about it, instead of cutting up this into like halves, kind of like how when you have a 0.5, you round up, and when you have a 0.49, you round down. If you look, imagine your number line. If you imagine a number line, here's 2083, here's 2084, here's 2083.5. What is halfway in between 2083 and 2083.5? I'm hearing somebody say it. Can they raise their hand and say it? Yeah, go ahead, Atlas. What was it? 2.5, yeah. Because it's kind of like $2,083.50, $2,083.25, $2,083.75. So it's kind of like this. If it's less than 0.25, where do you think we should send it? 2083. If it's between 0.25 and 0.5, we should send it to 0.5. In fact, if it's between 0.25 and 0.74, we should send it to 50. And then if it's 75 or above, we should send it to 84. That's the idea here, is that we're kind of doing that. So like this zone goes here. These guys go here. That zone goes there. That's the basic idea, but trust me, we'll be getting plenty of practice with that in just a second. Whoop. That's what today's all about. And tomorrow, actually. Let's talk about this next one then. Let's see if we can get a little bit of help, and that's going to come from Adriana. How would you handle number 2? What's the first thing you do? And how would I get the radius? And what was the diameter? Yeah, so we're going to take our 0.9 and divide it by 2, which is 0.45. That means that this is 0.45. What am I going to do with that number? By? Uh-huh. Perfect. So we do 0.45 times 0.45 times 7.8, was it? What? Oh, whoopsies. It's a double tap. 1.5795. 1.5795. What do I have to do with that number before I'm finished there, Adriana? Not square it. We're missing the pi. We're missing the pi. We need to multiply it by pi. We've always got to multiply that by pi. Since there's a circle involved, its measurements are going to have something to do with pi. So we're going to do 1.5795 times pi. Uh-oh, did I double up on the 7s? That's no good. 4.962, about 4.962 centimeters cubed. Now here's my question, guys. That should go to 4, 4.5, or 5. Which one is that closest to? 4, 4.5, or 5? Hi, Mr. McGowan. Teach!
Hi, Mr. McGowan. Okay.
Hi. It might. It might, because obviously the can's not perfect, right? The idea here is that a half milliliter keeps you within that kind of rim. Do you know what I mean? Like as long as it's within that half, you should stay within the rim. That's the idea. Okay, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Let's see if I can get a little bit of help Lila, which of those is closest to 4.962? 4, 4.5, or 5? Make sure we keep your head up, okay? What was it? It's the 5. So I would say 5 milliliters, which is really a centimeter cubed. As we'll talk more about that tomorrow, though. How many of us feel like we're ready for this tomorrow? You guys think you can handle? Let's see what happens. It is the 167th day of school. Do you guys know that 167 is the smallest multi-digit prime for which the product of its digits, that is 1 times 6 times 7, which is 42, is equal to the product of the number of digits in it and the sum of those digits, that is, how many digits are in 167? How many numbers are in that number? There are 3. 3 times 1 plus 6 plus 7, which is 3 times 14, which is 42. Yay! It's World Turtle Day. Yay! Also, please stop throwing your straws in the ocean day. Pretty much the same thing. All right, what's our first essential question? And I would love to get that from David. Let's hear it, guys. Yeah. How can I round? Go ahead and write that down, guys. The volume of a cylinder to the nearest half milliliter. And why would I want to do that? Jeopardy this week, we're in the 2010s. That is the biggest movie of summer movie of 2010. This 2012 movie edged out Jurassic World, making 620,323,873, assembling Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. The list goes on. That is indeed the Avengers. The Avengers is the correct answer. And it's not the Avengers Infinity War, because I think that came out later and didn't. Yeah, I think that came out later and it didn't make nearly as much. Then company logos, that's Instagram. I tried. People were dogging on my Instagram logo. I'm sorry I didn't get it. Like, do you know how hard it is to get the coloring on that? You guys got it, didn't you? Anyway, I'm not bitter. Got a pencil? Today we're going to be rounding to the nearest half unit. So when we're rounding, guys, just like we talked about in our warm-up, if you've got a number line, you've got like, let's say 3 here, 4 here, 3.5 here, 3.25 here, 3.75 here. Three 3.75 and above is going to turn into a 4. 3.25 and above is going to turn into a 3.5. Something less than 3.75 is going to turn into a 3.5. And something less than a 3.25 should turn into a 3. That's the idea, is that all the stuff around 3.5 here squinches into a 3.5, and then everything that is around a little bit above the 3 but before the 3.25 turns into this. That turns into that. Obviously, guys, you can have a little wiggle room, right? Like, for example, if you're like at a 3.74, you might want to round up because you're like, look, if I get a little bit trickled on me, that's better than having the whole thing dunked on my head. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of have to play that game. So let's see what we can do. Let's start with a cylinder. What is this a can of, everybody? We already did tuna. Fish oil, yes. Just straight fish oil. It's like you open up the can and instead it looks like an empty tuna can that's been packed in oil and it definitely smells like tuna. And your friend opens the can and is just like, I'm telling you, it's better than a protein shake, and just starts going like, fish oil, indeed. And this fish oil can is 11.7 inches tall and has a diameter of 9.8 inches. So when I say teach, I want you to say, okay, will you talk to each other? What would the volume of that can of fish oil be to the nearest half-inch cubed? Give it a shot, and here we go. Down the hatch. Teach! Oh, yeah. Yep. Mustn't forget your pie. Huh? How are you guys feeling over here? You guys feeling good? You feel like you can handle? You guys feel like you can handle it over here? Cool. You guys feel like you can handle it over here? You guys doing good? Okay. You guys feeling good over here? If it's a point 0.5, I would definitely keep that the same. That's beautiful if that happened. You guys feeling good over here? Cool. You guys feeling like you're not going to get dunked? That's okay, but you feel like you'll get it right and then get dunked. You guys feeling good over here? You're definitely getting dunked because you're not sure how to do it, or because you're going to say dunk me either way. Okay, well that's what we're here for, right? We got 2 days to practice. How are you guys feeling? You guys feeling ready for it? Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, see what you did? You forgot something. You forgot something. You have the right idea. You got the right idea, but you forgot something. 9.8 by 2, yes. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep. There it is. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we can get this going. It's New Zealand. It's kind of like a more nasally kind of version of Australian. You guys are doing a great job, but I think you guys do deserve a point. Thanks so much. Wheel done, wheel done. Okay, okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. What do we call on that guy? Let's see if we can get a new one. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Midori, how would you find the volume of this can of fish oil? What's the first thing you should do? Right, so we take the diameter we measured, which is 9.8, and we're going to divide it by 2. I get 4.9. What am I going to do with it? Multiply that number by itself. Done. Because that was the height. Multiply it by 11.7. Anything else? Right, since it's a circular object, you know pi's got to come in there somewhere. So it looks like I've got about 882.527. 882.527 inches cubed. Now, real quick, like, how many people, so should we round this to? Should we round it up to 883, keep it at 882.5, or should you want to make it 882? Show me with your fingers. Where do you want to make it? Where do you want to put it? I would put it at 882.5 as well. It's very close to 882.5. And I'm going to do 882.5 inches cubed. Now, you might be asking, why am I doing it to the nearest half unit? That doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But the reason that we're doing that, guys, is because the smallest measurement I can measure in my graduated cylinders is a half unit. I can measure up to a half milliliter, but I can't measure like, if you tell me 882.527, I'll say I can't do that. I can't do that. I can only take it to the half unit, nearest half unit. And if you're just like, oh, okay, 882 then, you might be a little bit too low, and you're getting dunked. All right. How many of us feel confident that we could manage this on a Thursday to keep ourselves from getting wet? Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's do another one. Go to pencil. What's this a can of? Pineapple. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. One whole pineapple picked in limes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They are delicious. Okay, I don't know. I feel like maybe I could estimate this. I've got a ruler here. You know, I actually think I need a bigger one. Let's see here. Let's see what you guys think. It says one whole pineapple, and by golly, it means it. One whole pineapple, including the big bush, the big bushy part of the top. They didn't cut it up for you or anything. You just open it up and it's a whole pineapple picked in limes. So tell me when to stop when you think I've got the right height of a pineapple counting the big bushy top. You guys think that's about right? A little more? That's pretty. Let's stop right there. Looks like you stopped me at 42.7. 42.7 centimeters. Let's see here. What about across though? Let's see if I can get a little help out there. I'm having trouble here. Let's see, Sawyer, show me how far across you think a pineapple is on this guy.
Like the width of it?
Yeah.
Probably here.
What do you guys think? You guys think that's gonna do it? You think a pineapple's about like that? It looks like you've selected 16.7 centimeters. 16.7 centimeters. Now, thankfully, I don't have any cans quite that size for you tomorrow. But go ahead, guys. I want the volume of that can to the nearest half unit. Give it a shot and teach. You feeling good? Oh boy, one of those cool little umbrella hats. Those things are rocking. Back in the days when extra credit was allowed, I used to I used to give kids extra credit for that assignment instead of just putting it in as a fool. Uh, and I remember because I used to have a poncho, and kids could wear the poncho, but they would forego any extra credit if they did. You have to be willing to risk it. You got to risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, NJ. Sorry, I was getting distracted by me babbies. So, I want to know, is this point 0.9 going to bring that up closer to a 93.53? Or is it closer to 93.52.5? Or is it closer to 93.52? I would say 53. Because it's only a tenth of, almost a little less than a tenth of a unit away from that, right? It's the idea. Okay. And that'll be 5 minutes for the New Zealander. All right, let's see if I can get you guys up here. Okay, Alicia, I need to start by finding the radius of this can. How would you find the radius of that? Perfect. So we're going to do a 16.7 divided by 2. Do you remember what we do with that number to find the volume of the can? By the height, yeah. So 42.7, so that number times 42.7. But I'm not done. What else do I need to do? No, you've got the right idea though. Let's see. So there's two things that we've missed. There's two things that we've missed with this. Can someone tell me what one of them is? What's one of them? What's one of them? Gwen, what's one of them? Yeah, you need to take two of the radiuses and multiply them together. I can just plunk it in right now, times 8.35. And then, sorry, what's the other thing we've missed? We've got to multiply that thing by pi. So you multiply it by pi, and you get 9352.99. Gosh, guys, what do you think that's closest to? 9352, 9352.5, or 9353? I think it's closest to... Yeah, so I would put that at about 9,353 centimeters cubed. I'm telling you, if I see that number as the volume of my can, I'm going to be pretty happy about that. How about you guys? Like, that's nice and close to a nice number. Hi, Sidoni. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Like, how many? I would be pretty happy to see that. I'd be pretty happy to see that number. Like, if I saw 0.76, I'd be like, ugh. But 0.99, I'm like, yeah, buddy, let's get it. All right. You guys ready for another one? Let's see here. How about yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. Perfect. Right there will work. Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Got a pencil? Okay. Here we go. Let's see here. One spaghetti noodle. One spaghetti noodle. One spaghetti noodle. So the diameter here is 0.2 centimeters. And the length is 32.3 centimeters. What would the volume of this can be? This can that holds one spaghetti noodle. Give it a try, and here we go. One spaghetti noodle. Teach! All right. Uh-oh, now that's no good. Hopefully it'll make it to the end of the year. Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Catherine, go ahead. What is the volume of this one spaghetti noodle can? I see. So hold on. So how are we going to find the volume of it? Yep. Got it? I better get my calculator out. 0.1 times 0.1. 0.01. 32.3. 0.323 times pi. 1.01. I agree. It's 1 centimeter cubed. About. It's approximately 1 centimeter cubed. I'd be deeply worried about rounding on this one. You know what I mean? Because you think about how little that is. But I guess that makes sense. You think about a spaghetti noodle. It's not even a whole centimeter across. That's why the number got lower. How many of us here, by raising hand, feel like we've got this on lockdown? You guys feel like you can manage? I think we got time for one more. Let's see here. Nope, nobody's sitting there. Nope. Okay, in just a second. All right. I pulled this one, by the way, just in time, right? The backwards cards, yeah. Tau, Ra, Yu, Ninak. Doog. Tog. Linsep. Rard. Sith. Nak. F. Rimetiad. Se. Nat. Snoip. Tate. Slime. Welt. Slime. Cheat. Staff. Tall. Va. Sile. Sit. Carp. Knack. I. Tag. Ui. Cab. Ne. Wife. Rolf. Earth. Oot. Na. In. No. This. Wa. Ood. I. Knife. F. Muyov. Va. Sith. Rattles hit. Nath. Oot. Oei. Kneef. Oei. Say. Goed. Vijf. Knop. Knoip. Roof. Vijf. Knoop. Roof. Weld. Vijf. Knoip. Roof. Smite. Vijf. Knoip. Roof. Snipe. Smite. Weld. Stime. Ipe. How. Inem. Eelpape. Tog. Sif. Doog. I gotta pause on that. Tomorrow, guys, there's gonna be a substitute, just so you know. What you're gonna do is you're gonna watch a video of me doing examples of finding the volume of cans and rounding it to the nearest half milliliter for you. So you're gonna watch that. It's about 20 minutes, and then there'll be a self-assessment to go along with it. Watch the video, do the self-assessment, and you guys will be in good shape. Kneth, Doog,